When I got my Tesla, I thought I knew what I was signing up for. Electric car, cool tech, saves on gas, but there were a lot of things I didn't know. Some that made driving easier, some that made it more fun. Can you touch back here? Is there like a red button in the back? Do you see?
Wait, what the
And one that can actually save my life. So I made my list of 10 things that genuinely surprised me when I got my Tesla. Let's get into it. The first is that road trips are not only possible, but they're actually easier. Every Tesla comes with autopilot. It keeps you in your lane and basically does all your highway driving for you. If you upgrade to full self-driving or FSD, it will do all of your driving for you. It'll stop at the stoplights, the stop signs, make turns, change lanes, etc. This helps almost completely eliminate any driver fatigue you'd get from those long road trips. Now, don't come at me in the comments. I said they were easier, not faster, but I would argue they can be pretty fast too. Tesla superchargers will get you about 200 miles of range in about 15 minutes depending on your model. So if you stop to use the restroom, grab a snack, oftentimes in our experience, the car is ready to go before we are. But yes, of course, again, if you're trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, a gas car will pretty much always be faster. The second thing is that you'll never use any sort of start button or turn the car on or anything like that. You know how cars go vroom when you start them? Teslas don't do that. Tesla gives you a key card to lock and unlock the car, but most people know that you can just use your phone as your key. And with your phone, the Tesla will lock and unlock based on your proximity to it. But also with your phone, once you're in the car, the Tesla is on. There's no on button. Obviously, there's no ignition to put a key in. The car is just ready to go. It doesn't make any sort of on noise either. There's no vrooms and there's no noise like you'd hear with a gas car. Once you're in your Tesla, you just put your foot on the brake, put the car in drive, and you can go. And number 3, although I just mentioned having to touch the brake, besides going from drive to reverse, you'll rarely ever touch the brake pedal outside of that. Teslas have regenerative braking. It's a feature that some people might know about, but even if you do know about it and have yet to experience it, it'll still catch you off guard. What it is when you let off the accelerator, the car slows down significantly. It doesn't coast like a gas car would. It feels like it's applying a braking force. But it's not. What it's actually doing is using the car's motion to send energy back into the battery to make your Tesla more efficient. What's pretty cool is if you're ever driving downhill for an extended period of time, you'll actually gain some battery. So like hypothetically, if your Tesla just drove downhill, you would never lose battery. You would have unlimited range. Number 4 on my list, Teslas truly just continue to get better over time. Tesla has software updates just like your phone, but instead of emojis, you get improvements on existing features or sometimes new features entirely. One of my favorites is Sentry Mode, the feature where your Tesla will use its cameras to record around it when you're parked, so if anything happens, you can have it on footage. And this didn't always come with Teslas. Sentry Mode was included in a software update a couple years ago, and now every Tesla on the road has Sentry Mode. More recently, Tesla had an update where you can now view live cameras from your Tesla from your phone at any time. And even more recently, they had an update where you can now view any footage that Sentry Mode records directly from your phone as well. Number 5, even on the base models or the slower Teslas, the acceleration is still very fast. The 0 to 60 times vary, but in every Tesla, if you slam the accelerator, it produces an instant torque that just feels different from any other gas vehicle. And it's not even the 0 to 60, it's like the 30 to 60 or the 60 to 80. Like if you're on the highway and you want to hit a gap really quick, you can do that in any Tesla thanks to the instant acceleration. But like I said, even these slow Teslas can feel fast because of this, but honestly, the fast Teslas just feel stupid sometimes how fast they can go. Number 6, range anxiety. Honestly, I don't think it's real. If your Tesla has 300 miles of range, that might not seem like a lot compared to a gas car, and knowing that there aren't as many charging stations as there are gas stations can be a little worrisome. But imagine if you can leave your house every day with a full tank of gas. You'd only need to stop to fill up if you were to ever drive over 300 miles. And this is what it's like driving and owning a Tesla, of course assuming you have at-home charging available. You can charge your Tesla overnight just like you'd charge your iPhone. Plug it in and forget about it. The superchargers are meant for those longer drives like road trips, and for road trips, when you put in your destination, the car will add all of your charging stops for you. It'll tell you how long you'll have to be there for, and it'll tell you how long it'll take to get to the next charger. The Tesla literally takes all the thought and planning out of it for you, so that range anxiety, honestly for me, it just was never a thing. And number 7, speaking of charging, you can charge your Tesla on any outlet. So with home charging, most people think that they have to spend a bunch of money upgrading their outlets in their home or adding a fast at-home charging station. But if you have access to any standard outlet, you can charge your Tesla on it. It'll be a slower charge, but again, for most people, charging overnight on a standard outlet will give you enough range for your daily driving. Number 8, the Tesla app can do just about everything. Of course, it's got these simple commands like lock, unlock, and roll down your windows. But there's so much more to it, like if it's super hot outside, you can open climate controls and cool down your Tesla from the app. We mentioned this earlier, but if Sentry Mode is activated and records something, you can view what happened from the app. If you wanted to cause chaos and had your car honk or fart remotely, you can do it from the app. That actually might be a good idea for a video. You can view your car's live location at any time, and you can even view your lifetime charging stats, how much you spent on charging and how much you saved by not having to pay for gas, all from the Tesla app. My point is, you can do so much from the Tesla app. I can make a whole video about it, but those are some of my favorite things, or the things that I find myself often doing from the app. Number 9, I knew Teslas didn't require much maintenance, but there's like no maintenance with this car. I had a 2022 Model 3 with 58,000 miles. I did 3 tire rotations and I changed my air filters 1 time. It almost needed new tires, but I didn't have to get them because there was a rock in the road in the middle of the night that I didn't see, and well, I had to say goodbye to this car. We have a 2023 Model Y with 30,000 miles. We've done 3 tire rotations, 1 air filter change, but we also put windshield washer fluid in because we took a crazy road trip through a winter storm and used like all of it. And then what I drive now, a 2025 Model 3, it's 3 months old. We've done nothing to it so far. And that's literally all the maintenance I've done to all my Teslas over the past 3 years. And lastly, Teslas have a lot of cameras. Each Tesla has at least 7 cameras, and they use all of them. As a YouTuber, I get emails from companies all the time asking me if I want to try out their latest and greatest dash cam. And nothing against any of them, I'm sure they're great, but honestly, I just don't need them. Driving a Tesla is like driving a car with 7 different dash cams, always recording from 7 different angles. Even in Sentry Mode, if something happens, it'll record everything from all the angles that it can. And when you view the live camera from the app, you can also view any of these cameras. The world, especially nowadays, can be crazy sometimes, so having all of these cameras recording just gives me a pretty good peace of mind. Now the bonus one I have, some people are gonna say it's obvious, but I promise not everyone knows this, and if you don't, it can lead to a scary situation. And that is that Tesla has an emergency release handle. So typically you'd press this button to open the door from the inside. Simple. However, in a severe accident or if the power were to go out for any reason, this button may not work. And if that's the case, there's this manual release handle you would pull and use to open the door. And apparently some people don't know this. This is where you see these headlines of people saying they got trapped inside their Teslas. And now, because you watched this video, you don't have to be like those people. The emergency handle is there for emergencies. So that's just my list, but honestly, Teslas are packed with things that you don't fully appreciate until you own one. So I hope this video helped you, and if you want more Tesla content, reviews, things to know, make sure you subscribe. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.